Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No matter what time of the day it is that you're watching this, my name is Clarissa Young and I'm your Fab Motivator. That's F-A-B. I help other women find a simple balance when it comes to health, wellness, and spirituality. Got my hubby alongside here with me on today. Want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for liking, for commenting, for sharing my videos, and joining me along my journey. Hey, sister. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Super excited to be here with you on today. We are coming here today and we are talking about how to be mentally strong along your journey. Now, these tips that we have here for you on today, honestly are some tips that can help go along with anything really that you're trying to do. So come on in, say hello to us so we can say hello back to you. We're gonna get right into it. And so hello Serena, hello Sister Keisha, hello. Do us a huge favor, hit the bottom left share button, share this video, let us know that you share so we can show you some love. Hello Nina, Rita, Erica, hello. Drop some strong arms in the comments, some ones in the comments. If you just like, hey, 2021 is the year that, I'm working on being a better me. I'm working on being a stronger me. Yeah. Right? Yes. Working on just trying to be better us, right? Hi, Miss Ali. Hi, Miss Ebony. Miss Felicia. They said hi, babe. Hi. Hi, Miss Chanel. Hello. 2021 is the year that we're working on trying to be better us, right? I wish I can get this down a little bit more. I hate when the comments hit me in my face, but it is what it is. All right. It is what we do. All right. And so, so we have seven different tips that's here for you. Hey, Miss Vicky, Miss Valeria, hello. We have 7 tips here for you that can help you to work towards any goals that you basically have. That's just working on being mentally strong. Anything that we are working on in life requires mental strength. A lot of times, especially when it comes to our fitness journey, a lot of times we put so much credit into so many other things, but it's the mental that has the biggest impact on our ability to succeed or to fail. And so let's get into these tips. All right. And so tip number one that we have here for you is to stumble towards success. Number 1 is to stumble towards success. Ms. Valeria said, the struggle is real and I'm struggling. And we're going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that. So you make sure you stick around and hit the bottom left share button. Stumble towards success. And so you may ask, what do you mean by stumble towards success? A lot of times when we're working on something, when we're working on our fitness journey, when we're working on our business plans, and when we're working on whatever it is, like we feel as if we have to have everything perfect, or we feel as if we have to have everything in line, or everything is gonna be perfect before we hit that success marker, and that's so far from the truth. So stumble towards your success, like get there, and as you're going there, you're gonna find you're gonna fall and you're gonna get back up, you're gonna fall and you're gonna get back up. So stumble towards success. It's better to get up and take a half a step than to sit there and to not do anything. So stumble towards success, like just start, get up and go. Want to add something to that bit?
Yeah, like they say, when you get knocked down, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get up. That's how you stumble towards success.
Yes. And I also like to say too, in addition to not how many times you get knocked, how many times you get knocked down, but also it's not how hard you get hit either, but it's do you get back up, because I know I speak to so many of my Fab sisters, and so many of us are going through a lot of stuff. So many of us are going through a lot of stuff. Thank you so much for sharing, sis. So many of us are going through Thank you, Juanita. So many of us are going through a lot of stuff, and we got to keep going and stumble our way right towards that success. It's not how hard you get hit, but it's do you get back up after you get hit. It's not how many times you get hit, but it's do you keep going. All right? And so that was number one. All right? Number two that we have here is be aware of self-talk. Be aware of self-talk. Who was that? I think that was that Michelle Lee? I'm not sure. But we want to be aware of what we say to ourselves, of doubts that we speak to ourselves on a regular basis, of limitations that we put on ourselves, of how far we think that we can go, of talking down to ourselves as well. Like I'll share with you guys. I'll share with you guys. It's so funny. Me and God was talking, and He gave me a glimpse of the future, and I was putting my future in a box. I'm like, God, I want to go. I see myself as being the next Oprah Winfrey of Weight Watchers, and this is what I see. But I'm like, but I don't want everybody to know who I am. Like, I want to keep low key. And He had to tell me, like, over this weekend, He's like, Clarissa, ain't nothing low key about Oprah. And I'm like, wow, like here I am putting myself in a box of still trying to stay small, still trying to put limits on myself. And so what talk are we telling ourselves? Here it is that my God is telling me that He's ready to put me on, that one day He's going to put me on some platform. But I'm around here saying, no, I got to make sure I keep a low-key profile. A limitation that I never even thought about into this weekend, that I was speaking and that I had been saying. And so it's not necessarily a negative notation because I know what was my reasons for saying it, but it was something that I had been saying,
And this self-talk is like the things that you can't do, don't repeat in your mind that you can't do it. Just put in your mind a positive mindset that I can do. I can attract what I want to attract. It's just putting yourself in a positive mindset that, look, anything I want to accomplish today, I can accomplish. Anything I want to do today, I can do. It's just that self-motivation that you need to have with yourself and not putting a limitation on what you can and cannot do. Like, I know a guy, he's a millionaire now. He never graduated high school. Millionaire. He didn't put limitations on himself about what he can do. It just put himself in an atmosphere like, I can do this, and I can do this very well, and that's what I'm push forward. And that's how he became and promoted himself to being a millionaire. And then just having some in your mind that, look, I got this goal, that goal, and that goal through. Don't put limitations on yourself to what you can't do, or put yourself in a box of what you can't do.
Like Miss Juanita said, not focusing too much on negativity, which was number 4. So we'll jump down to number 4, then we'll go back to number 3. Number 4 was getting rid of the can'ts. Not to say what we cannot do. I can't eat right. I can't exercise. And sometimes some of our can'ts could have could almost have a legitimate reason behind it, but we got to make sure that we try to stay positive and, like Miss Juanita said, not focus on the negative of it, because like at 515 pounds, no, I couldn't go out and run miles and so forth, but there is something else that I can do, and so we just have to be, or I can't get the scale to move, or, just different things that we say sometimes on a regular basis where we're saying, I can't. And even, we're saying it over and over and causing ourselves to believe these things. And so we have to make sure that whenever we hear those words, can't, and we're saying it, hey Melissa, and we're saying that we make sure that we have to catch ourselves and really go back and think about it. Can I really not do this? Is there anything around here that I can substitute, that I can modify and make this thing work? Can you take your brother upstairs, please? Number 3. Focus on the moment. Don't get stuck in the past or put off for tomorrow for what you can do today. Both of them. Focus on today. So many times we get so frustrated with what happened before, you know, or even if sometimes looking at today, we're like so frustrated of what we let happen in the past to where we are now. So let's say if the scale isn't at the number that we want it to be, and we're so frustrated that we let the number get so high that it's hard for us to move forward because we're so frustrated to what we let happen in the past. So it's like, let's focus on what we got going on today. Thank you, Thank you, Nick. Let's focus on what we have going on today and how we can move forward from here. Or sometimes let's not push off too far into tomorrow. You know, I'm going to start next Monday. I'm going to start on the 1st of the month. I'm going to start on the New Year's. And we push so much stuff off. Let's focus on today. Let's focus on this week. Today is Monday. Have we sat down and have we mapped out our focus for this week? Inside of our accountability group, every Sunday we have Focus Point Sundays. You know, have you thought about what's your focus for the week? You know, have you set up your goals, your physical, your goals for your health, your goals for your spiritual, your goals for your finances, your goals for your family? Like, have you sat down and mapped out these goals? What are you going to, and it doesn't have to be huge. A lot of times, like, we feel as if it has to be like these huge goals or it doesn't count. You know, like, it can be small, like, read a couple chapters out your Bible. Say something nice and sweet to hubby. You know, small stuff. It could be drink extra water for the week. Like, it can be small stuff. It doesn't have to be these huge things, because those small things make big impacts over a course of time.
And
I know I said a lot. Go ahead, babe.
And like you said, you like when you're focusing on the moment, it's like people will tell you like how you eat an elephant. It's like you can't eat the whole elephant at one time. You just gotta eat it one bite at a time. So just take small portions of what you're gonna do and break it down, and so until you can do whatever that's manageable for you.
I love that. Love it. All right, so we are now on number 5, and number 5 is tenacity. Build at it daily. Like, a lot of times when we're working at something, we want this habit. We want it, like, we want to say, okay, I'm working on this goal. I'm working on this transformation. And we want to wake up today and see perfection on today and see it to be a habit on today forever. It's like, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to be the best burpee person ever in life, and my physique is going to be forever strong from today on forward. Or I might have had a trouble drinking water forever, but today I decided, hey Tawana, today I decided I'm going to drink a gallon of water, and I'm going to wake up and I'm going to drink, you cut off, babe. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to drink a gallon of water, and I'm not going to struggle ever again. Like, it takes practice, it takes time, it takes commitment, it takes us continuing to work on this thing over and over. And like how he said, it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up. Understanding that we're going to have our times to where we waver, but you got to get back up, and to know that this journey, no matter what goals it is that you're working at, is going to be something that you have to work at.
Mm-hmm.
You have anything? and it's like, and whatever areas that you're called in the most, is going to be the areas that you tend to have the most struggle in, especially spiritually. That's going to be the areas where your faith is going to be tested the most. Because that's the area where you got to grow. That's the areas where you have to be stretched. It's like your faith can't be tested. Your faith can't be proven where it has not been tested. And so where you find that it's somewhere where you're trying to go and grow, and you're finding that you keep having a rough patch, and you're like, man, I keep trying to get God to help me in this area, and I keep praying for faith in this area, and I keep getting shut down by the enemy in this area. Your faith can't grow where it hasn't been tested. And so continue to stick in that thing, and it's going to work out for all of us. All right. And so number 6, hope y'all getting some good tips. All right. Number 6, find solutions to your problems, to our problems. Find solutions. So many times we get caught up on the problem, and we focus in on that thing. And because we're human, it's okay to recognize that we have a problem. We should. But don't get caught up on it, you know. How you gonna fix it? It's so many times, and I'm sure so many times sisters inbox me, and they say so much stuff, right? And my next question is getting you to the next step. So it's like, okay, so what we gonna do? The next thing I say is getting you to the, and I know they like, Clarissa ain't heard me say XYZ, and I will show some comfort, but my next thing is getting you to the next. We're not about to sit in here and waddle over what happened for the last couple of decades, because that gets you nowhere. Hey, Miss Leslie, it gets you nowhere. It gets you with a headache, it gets me with a headache, and it gets us still sitting here in the same spot. So let's find a solution. And so when you guys reach out to me, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to help you to find a solution. And that's the same thing that you have to learn to do, to say, okay, I have this problem. What are the solutions that I can do? Now, it may not work. It may not go how I wanted it to go. I may have thought that I was going to be able to take this route, and it was a detour. But I'm going to go this way. Find your solution to whatever it is that you're going through, and keep going.
Just like map out what your problem is. You just sometimes need to map out, because how you going to get to a destination and you don't know where you're going? Most of the time you put it in the GPS, and the GPS tell you how to get there. And if you don't know how to get there, how you get to finding your solution to your problem? So you got to actually map out what you're going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. If you find there's one hurdle inside that road, it's okay.
Or find somebody that doesn't travel down the road that you try to get down and help you out. Sometimes you can find a solution that way as well. Yeah. You definitely. That's a good point too. Being careful to who we go tell our problems to. Yeah. Making sure that the people that we share our problems with are helping us to find solutions, and not necessarily helping us to like problem share together, right? Because then it just turns into gossip, right? Or either a pity party together. So making sure that we're all coming up with solutions together, you know. And so the last tip that we have here for you guys, number 7, is don't be defeated by fear. Don't be defeated by fear. Sometimes fear will keep us from moving forward. Sometimes fear will keep us from starting. Sometimes fear will keep us from reaching out, asking for help. Sometimes fear will do
different things, right? And so, and a lot of times fear is not even what we think it is, you know. A lot of times fear is stuff that we may have put together inside of our head and start making our own thoughts of how we think a situation is going to work out. Like, prime example, I remember when I was pregnant with my first son, all the fears I had of delivery and the anxiety that I caused myself for those months of pregnancy, like all the stuff that I thought was going. Now, we had a lot of stuff that went wrong during that delivery, but all the stuff that I thought that was going to go wrong and that I stressed myself out for months and months and months and months was none of the problems that I had. But I caused myself stress for all of that time for no reason at all. And so don't let fear be something that cripple you, you know. And so that was our tips. You have something you want to add to that, Vic?
Yeah, like she said, it's more than just fear. Like I was listening to the radio, and the pit bull said someone told him, like, fear is two types of fear. You can face everything and run, or you're going to face everything and rise. It depends on which one you want to do. It's either you're going to rise from fear or you're going to run from fear. That's it.
Yeah. Fear will even make you, like you said, run away from it, or
you're gonna
stand
rise
up and
to it.
Go towards it. Like exactly what Indra said as well. Like, fear is a plot of the enemy to keep us from something. A lot of times too, our greatest destiny sometimes is attached on the other end of that door of something that we're fearful of a lot of times. And so these are our 7 tips that we have here for you. I'm going to recap really quick and then we're going to wrap it up. And so, how to be mentally strong towards our goals. And so number 1 is to stumble towards success. Meaning just go, just get up and go. Doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, just make sure you
get back up.
Number 2, be aware of self-talk, of the things that we say to ourselves. Make sure that you're not putting doubt, limitations, or talking down to ourselves. Number 3, focus on the moment. Don't get stuck in the past. Don't be pushing too much stuff out in the future. Focus on today. Number 4, get rid of can't. Number 5, build at it daily. It's going to take tenacity. Number 6, find solutions to your problems. And then number 7,
don't be defeated by fear.
Don't be defeated by fear. Love you all so much. Love you all so much. Hey, Miss Sharon. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining. Hit the bottom left share button. Somebody inside your newsfeed can benefit from this information that was shared here on today. Love you all so much. Love you all so much. Hope you had a beautiful holiday on today with your family and your friends. Hope you had a beautiful weekend as well. Love you. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. You want to end it there?